And a very warm greetings to you from the northern reaches of Scotland. Hello. We are on the Isle of Skye. Why did it take me so long to say hello to you? Because when I looked at YouTube, it looked like it wasn't going anywhere. So that's not really what I like to do to start off a stream. At least my voice appears to be leaving this, but it's certainly not getting into how I normally monitor my YouTube. There is always something new. There is always something new. JB Vox, hello to you. Thank you for saying hello on the text line. And Platty as well, T-Player. Good night from an extremely hot and humid, about to be stormy Netherlands. And a hot and steamy Belgium as well, just up the road. Hello to you both. And Tom on the text as well. Great to see you over there. Welcome along. Now, I'm just having a small continuing amount of doubt that I'm streaming to the correct place on YouTube. So I'm just going to make sure, or at least sort of hurriedly refresh that screen whilst I also look at this one. And look at these excellent helicopters lined up on the coast here at the Isle of Skye, and lots of helicopters along. Ooh, lots of helicopters along. Look at you all go. There's my BO-105 in the foreground. That's a TV machine. Hello, Rob. Good to see you. Thanks for saying hello. Who we got over here? We've got GD, excellent, whose idea this route at least partially was. So hello to you, GD. And Mako is... oh, there we go. There's I'll just take you. Say hello again, GD. I've taken you off mute.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, I went on to mute myself as well. Good evening.
Yeah, well, we'll both muddle along and make it work. GD,
yeah, absolutely.
GD, and who was it now? Who was your? It was Atom Toast. Atom Toast. Sorry, Atom Toast. Yes, that's right. And we had a guest ages ago, Gaz, who also suggested we fly up in this neighbourhood. So we're finally doing it. We're finally up in the north of Scotland. About time. About time. I've set the time 2 hours back. If people are interested to join, there is. Thank you so much, Tom, for that reassurance that it's all going out there nicely on YouTube. There's all the normal settings, details for people to join, but I've set the time 2 hours back because otherwise it'll get a bit dark. So that's what I've done. I'm using real weather, but just 2 hours ago. Alois Sivus and Quasi Archer. Mike Kilo, hello to you. Rick to the Backs. Adam Toast is actually back there. Hello, Adam Toast, good to see you. HM Murdoch, Alois again, or Rob? Okay, it's got a bit of double up there. Alimo, hello to you. Dr. K Bishop in your 500C, very good, nice to see you. Charlie Parra too, a few BO-105s in evidence today. Avgas, who was that buzzing past at high speed? Night Fury, just showing off his... Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's going to fall out of the sky. Oh, yeah, it's pretty close. A little bit of aerobatics to get warmed up in the Isle of Skye. And who else we've got? JB Vox, Jai Plays, Murray, hello to you. Firehawk, yes. All of the excellent people joining us for a flight today. And Andrew, hello on the text over there as well. Well, this thing over here is just not wanting to work at all, so I'll just have to find some other way to connect on my second screen down there. So what are we doing? Might have helped if I had loaded the flight plan, so I'll just hurriedly do that as well. We're going to fly over to Inverness, and we're going to do it via the Caledonian, not via the web though, Matthew. We're going to do it via the Caledonian Canal and enjoy some beautiful Scots Highlands scenery, and we'll get to the UK's highest point, Ben Nevis, and see what you think about that. So what did I call this flight? Skye, there we go. So that should get in there. We'll send that to the ATC and the avionics, and hopefully that means I should also have it on my precious Navigraph plug-in over here, just as maybe I start to get things just turned on. It will inside the helicopter as well. So there we go. You switch yourself on, please. That's certainly not the correct flight. We will unload that one, and we will load this one, and then that might just about work. And we'll take off the high IFR. That'd be ridiculous. Yes, it seems to want to reset to things that we don't want. So what we will do is we will fly over here. We'll see the Bridge of Skye, and we'll come up the loch here, the sea loch, and enjoy a bit of Highland scenery down here. Well, I'll announce the rest of the trip as we go, but there's a few little points of interest for us to enjoy down here, including Ben Nevis, and then we'll proceed up Loch Ness and see parts of the Caledonian Canal down here as well. Who knows, maybe we'll see the Loch Ness monster, Nessie. Will she make an appearance? I don't know. So, then we'll go to Inverness up here to wind up our flight later on. So, that is the plan down there. I think that should work. So, what is not working right now is the helicopter because I've not switched it on. So, I'm going to do this a little bit hurriedly, just for the sake of getting us moving. Asymptosis. Fun fact, Loch in German means hole. I didn't know that. I suppose it's a hole with a lot of water in it. So that's what a lake is, or a loch is I suppose. All right, what am I doing here? Flight performance says I like to get a bit of weight into the helicopter, is generally the way I like to do these things. Oh, we're full on the fuel. I like that. Let's get people in these seats, and we'll get ourselves up to about... we'll just load immediately, please, helicopter. There we go. Bit of weight coming down there on the front of it. How's our controls going today? Good. And what about that one? Yeah, so all my controls are connected. That's a good sign. Right. Now, what do I need to do to get this going? I need to... we will get the anti-coal light on. We'll get the position light on. Get all the fuel tanks going. No audio there yet. I am looking forward to when they will get around to updating this. It seems that Miltech is interested in updating their MH60. They're talking about that being an imminent release, or at least coming soon. So we'll see how that comes along. And we will advance here all the way to start. And all the way out to 100% torque, incorrect. So there we go, 10% RPM. And we'll just get that in there and advance to start there. Excellent. So we might finally have beaten the sound gremlins. The sound gremlins might finally be beat. Wouldn't that be a great sign? Because our most excellent community members, Stearman and Whisperdark, have invested considerable time to research where they came from. And it got into our flight from Racine to Chicago last week as well. And it turns out that the culprit seems to have been the default R66. So whenever anyone loaded into that, it caused problems for other people. Of course, it wasn't their problem, their fault. Am I not streaming? So... I'm told that people can see me on YouTube, so I might just have to go and check one more method to do that. Has it fallen over, or is it frozen, or did I just never start streaming? Alright, and what's the stream called there? That's correct. Okay, that's the correct one, thank you. So that is the correct stream. So I think what might have happened is I'll just go and see if I quickly delete it now. I think restream, I mean, it's my fault, obviously, but I had it, I think, going temporarily into something that wasn't the real stream. So let me just have a quick look at this, and we'll have a look at live on here. Yes. So, that one's live. Oh, it's not streaming into the one that's supposed to be upcoming, is it? Interesting. Interesting. All right, well, we'll just hopefully let people figure that out. I'll delete the one that's wrong. Or will I? Don't know what to do with that now. I'll just leave it there and we'll see what happens. Yes, if you're on YouTube, or if you're one of the pilots and you're wondering what's happened to the stream and you want to see it, just refresh my channel. It's because I didn't have something correctly selected at the start there. How very annoying. And I did try to fix that, and possibly I made it worse, which is a little bit of a pity, but that sometimes happens. So anyway, we'll deal with that. So we're starting up here, very quiet engine sound still in the BO105. I hope they'll address that in the startup. procedures. So let's get the second engine started up. And we'll wait for that to get to 10 or 12 really. And up that comes there, very nice. And so we advance this one. And we don't want to go all the way over there. Thanks, Space Cadet. So I think we're all okay now. It's just that there might be a bit of a hangover of an incorrect stream that was kind of sitting in the past or something. Let me just refresh my other screen down here as well, which also wasn't working properly. But what does this say? This is very certain that it's actually streaming, so that's good to know. That's reassuring to know. Yes, I've been live for 13 minutes, but this apparently... Oh, it has loaded. There we go. Everything's working, people. You wouldn't know it, would you, from my worried pushing of buttons. All right, so that looks like that's going. Let's get this here. So we're all green, 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 and always a little bit low on the... It's so quiet, isn't it, that engine sound? So quiet. So that all looks like that's coming along there. We've got... I just need to put those guards in. I think this one comes back to continuous now, and we put that guard in there as well. And I'll just get the engine levers all the way forward. So we get an alert there. Just going to check the volume for this in all of our testing. No, there we go. Yeah, that was all right. So they found that there was just some misconfiguration on that default R66. There's the engine volume now. That's nice. And that seems to have propagated through to some other locations. So people might have used the default assets, and then that sort of infected, as it were, other aircraft. So that's why it was spread to some other add-ons as well. A bit of a pity, but it marred quite a number of streams, and it might be the case that it exists in some fixed-wing aircraft as well. People tell me that other streamers also have that issue, but yeah, we'll see how that comes along. I think we might be on the road to recovery. And it was quite a saga getting that one sorted out. So the weather, what are our conditions right now? That's the incorrect screen, Matthew. Okay, we've got 9 knots coming from 206. So I think therefore we'll fly to the southwest, and maybe we'll do a right turn. What was the landscape right like here? It's just, oh, that's loud. That's good. Well, do you know what we'll do? I think we'll actually take a right turn, and we'll just avoid those wind turbines and power lines over there. I think that's a bit more sensible. So we'll take off to the southwest, and we will take a right turn to follow the coast back the way we came. So I'm going to taxi out onto the runway. Let's see how that goes in this slightly blustery condition. What will I need for that? I'll need a bit more left cyclic than maybe what I normally would. A little bit of aft cyclic there I think is required. Pulling collective now, gently, looking off into the distance. I occasionally get people asking me questions on the tutorial videos. Why does my helicopter spin around when I'm trying to pick up? And I just have started to advise people to make sure that they actually advance the collective really slowly. Maybe some people think that, like, you know, whoa, Ryerstorm, wow! Take off. So maybe some people think that they have to, like a fixed-wing aircraft, advance the throttle all the way to maximum in order to take off. Not required. We advance the collective very carefully forwards. All right, let's get this settled down over here. I'll go a little bit further forwards so that people can form up behind. I'm going to just settle down on the runway again. An Irish helicopter over there, that's nice. I've chosen, yeah, a British registered TV helicopter. Alright, settle that down there, get that head tracking temporarily off, and let's watch things fall up over here. Oh yes. Oh Oh yes, there we go. Look at the team, you excellent people. Hey Hunter, hello to you as well, good to see you. And Broadford, yeah, I'm a bit confused about the name of this airfield. I mean, the locality here in Skye is Broadford, which I believe means a wide bay. It's from an old Morse name. If GL Pilot was here, he might tell us that these are some of the oldest rocks in Europe, upon which we sit right now. 3 billion years old in the Isle of Skye. Look at that beautiful hill off in the distance there. What is the name of that one? Is that... oh dear. Ben Nevis. I'm going to have to apologise profusely for my Scots pronunciation today. It will not be up to the task. All right, let's get moving, people. I am, again, getting a bit of aft cyclic going here. Landing light comes on. Looking down the distance. Is my head tracking on? It is not. Now it is. And I've been blown off a little bit to the right there because I didn't anticipate the amount of left cyclic that was going to be required. So I'll just millimetre forward now and enjoy the view momentarily behind. Good to see you all, people. Let's go. Let's get the nose down. Hopefully that'll start to weather vane over here. And Rick to the max, you are pretty much where I want to go. So we'll fly the length of the short runway here. These wind-swept hills in the Isle of Skye, the misty Isle. Beautiful. All right, around we go.
Morning.
Oh, there you go, Marth. That's right. He's learning his radio DJ skills. And well, a very good morning to you too, Marth. So yes, Marth, good to have you along. Looks like we're all off the deck down there, and there's Charlie, there's Firehawk, there's A53 Platty on the way. Space Cadet over there as well, and let me just concentrate on getting trimmed up here. Get that nose down, get that landing light off, and start to pick up speed. So I don't think anyone's in too slow of a helicopters today. Looks like we've got 500 Cs and BO-105s for the most part, a couple of Hueys. So that's all good. I think that will work just fine. I don't think we'll have any trouble catching up. I won't like hammer it too hard in the BO-105 today. A bit more nose down, Matthew. Just trimming that down. And we'll point right at the Skye Bridge, which is only 30 years old. So this was once served by one of Scotland's busiest ferry routes. So every bit of traffic had to get ferried across the water down there until the construction of the Skye Bridge, which I'm told sits on an ancient fault line, which sounds a bit scary for building a bridge on, but there you go. The engineers know better than me. And I have tested this one, and we can get right under that bridge. Now, is that a quarry down there? It looks like it, doesn't it? That looks like a quarry. It even looks like it's got some machinery in the satellite imagery. All right, Skye Bridge. You didn't stand a chance, really, did you? Oh yeah. Space Cadet's got some news from FS Expo. That's good. I'll read that in just a moment. There we go. BO-105, quite benign handling. And here we go right underneath it. Yes, no scenery is too beautiful for us to spoil by flying under. Yes, there we go, people. Good work. Make sure everyone makes it. Instead of flying ahead, I'm just trying to fly backwards and admire the view of all the chaos behind. Looks like we all made it. Very good work, people. And up the waterway we go here. Oh, nice modelling on the ships. I don't know whether that's due to me having Mamu's marinas in, but they look pretty. Over this way. Yeah, look at that. That's good. That's really good. right, so I don't need to climb up super high here. I do need to stop that roll to the right though with the trim. So Space Cadet, you talked to Sebastian Bloch from Asobo at FS Expo last Friday about Xbox users not being able to disable wake turbulence anymore since Sim Update 5. He hadn't heard of it before. He said a fix will be soon. Yes, so all you can do on Xbox at the moment, so I gather, is turn your wake turbulence to low, which I recommend. So that will help you surmount that difficulty in the meantime. I wonder if they've got anything to say about the general state of wake turbulence in Sim Update 5. It is very, 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 very powerful. So we had a bit of fun in the stream, one of our test Pilot Tuesday streams, tipping over aircraft on the ground with wake turbulence being flung down from above. Very silly indeed. I mean, lots of good fun to be had, of course, but just not maybe the way it should be. So we'll see how that comes along. I mean, again, given Space Cadet saying that Seb says he hadn't heard of it, it just goes to show the value of reporting these things. There is, and I'm going to paste it in here actually, into the chat, seeing as we're talking about it. If you would like to upvote our bug report about the problematic audio, I'm going to copy that link right there. No, copy link. That's what I want. And I'm going to paste it in here. I'm going to write upvote this, please. And so, has that gone to both? It has. So, yes, hopefully that will result in some action there. I think last time I looked, we had about 25 upvotes on that R66 audio that was wrecking everyone's live stream audio experience. And oh, look at you all. Good work. Good work. Isn't that beautiful sky over there in the distance? Isn't that lovely? Isn't that just gorgeous? And the sort of dusk light falling over Scotland 2 hours ago because I put the time backwards.
Just make sure you're logged in to the forum to be able to vote it up. Otherwise, your vote doesn't count. Okay,
that's a good tip. Yes. Don't forget to log in, otherwise it won't work. That'd be unfortunate. So thanks for that, Knife. And yeah, if people want to get those other ones in, like if I mean, I don't know. I haven't checked. I'm not in the habit of making Xbox bug reports because I don't use Xbox. But of course, I sympathise with the issues that you've had, and I think it's well worth making sure that's logged. Just do a little search in the forum there, make sure it's been logged. Well, here's our first point of interest coming up. This is, I'm so sorry, Scotland, the Eilean Donan Castle, one of Scotland's most photographed castles, so I am led to believe. Was rebuilt only about 100 years ago. It lay in ruins for a long time. So 3 lochs meet right where we are here. Go ahead, Jace. I'll do a circle.
It's pronounced...
Say it again, Jace.
It's pronounced Eilean.
Eilean Donan. Okay, there we go. There she is. Isn't that beautiful? Model for us in one of the earlier world updates. I'll just do a circuit here, so an orbit here, so people can enjoy the model. Sitting here at the meeting point of 3 lochs. Eilean Donan. Yes, Space Cadet. So you mentioned to Seb that the wake turbulence is extreme. Did he have any reaction to that, or has he not heard of that one yet either? There's the castle. Beautiful stuff. Oh.
It's even got cannons out the front of it.
It's got cannons out the front of it. There you go. There you go. I'll give you one more orbit so people can go and admire the cannons. Then we'll proceed further up the loch. That is great. Look at that. I wonder if that's realistic with the different coloured bricks facing the water over there. Maybe one of those walls was original, or maybe one of them was rebuilt. I'm not sure. That is lovely. An ideal defensive position. Oh, there's a sign down there as well. Well, look, I'm going to do one more orbit. I tell you, one more orbit only. And if someone wants to get that onto the screenshots channel, we're missing our most prolific screenshotter, Whisper Dark, not able to make the flight today. So I'll rely on someone else to get a lovely shot of those cannons with the plaque or the design there and get that into the screenshots channel as I prepare to fly further up the loch. That looks lovely. Good work, pilots. Yeah. Looks like A Hunter's getting very close into the architecture there. All right, I'm going to slowly just proceed up the loch here and wait for people to catch up. Yeah, my pronunciation is going to be dreadful. I actually do try and take these reasonably seriously. Gaelic, although in Scots you would actually say Gaelic, wouldn't you? You wouldn't say Gaelic. My Gaelic pronunciation I've never quite understood the pronunciation systems, and what I've done on, when we went to Iceland, for instance, I got Google Translate to read me all the place names. I just pasted them and read them, and started to get a bit of a feel for how the pronunciation worked. And there is no such feature for Scots, I'm afraid to say. So that's why that's my lame excuse for doing a terrible job. Maybe I should have looked for some YouTube videos. Oh dear. So Loch Lochy. Legends of mermaids abound in these waters. The mermaids warned of incoming storms, so legend tells. The ancestral home of Clan MacRae. How beautiful. So we're heading to Invershiel here, and then we're going to follow the Shield River up a bit. So the town here, Invershiel, at a sort of a nexus of an important trading route back in the day. That's where we're coming up to there on Navigraph. Let's just get this trim adjusted still. I've only got 80 knots on, people. I'll just try and pick up the speed a little bit. Jai Plays, hello to you. As we prepare to head into the hills. I mean, I've only recently learned that lochs could be both seawater, well, lochs refer to bodies of water that could be either salt or fresh. So Loch Ness, obviously a very deep freshwater system, and these lochs out here are sea lochs, right? So I only recently realised that they could be both. That a loch could be both salt or fresh. So that's what I've learned thanks to watching Matthew Crawford Let's Fly. Or in fact making it myself. Oh dear. Now, do we need pitot heat today? What's the temperature outside? It's 12 degrees. I think it might just be on the brink of maybe being sensible to turn the pitot heat on. Pitot, yes. Engine icing not required, I wouldn't have thought. Yes, there we go. Oh, good work, pilots. And yes, the River Shield. Is that the one on the left or the right? I think it's the one on the left. So yeah, we take the first left here, I believe. Follow Jason Night Fury down there. That's where you go. What I love about this Scottish terrain is it's actually just got that. It's got that far north feel, doesn't it? It's like this not sort of thick forests. Looks like we've got low grass and heath through here. Space Cadets, Sebastian was grateful for the feedback. All the developers want our feedback for sure. And I mean, that's why it's so valuable using those systems. Now, is this heather down here? Because it's got a little bit of a sort of a lavender tone to it. I do have, I've got 120 knots going there. It might be getting a bit fast. We'll just lower the collective a bit. I'm not quite sure if that's heather or not, according to Bijan's scheme for Scotland. I know he has added in patches of heather, so it's a beautiful low flowering bush in Scotland. As we enter the valley, Did anyone else make it to FS Expo? What did you make of it? What stood out for you, Space Cadet, other than meeting Seb? What were the highlights?
Didn't make it to the expo, but I did find very interesting the work they're doing around helicopters and tools for advancing some of the performance and stability operations of helicopters.
100%. Lots of new debug tools coming for helicopter developers. So I ran it by a couple of developers and the response was, well, look, we'll have to see how it works first and get a bit of a feel for it. Other people saying, yeah, any love that helicopters can get, we are up for it. Now, Alois and Night Fury and Adam Toaster and Alemo and Rob, we're turning right here. So we're turning right because we need to get ourselves down south to Glenfinnan. So through we go, up this valley here to the right. So 4 new debug tools. I attempted to summarise those in my newsletter post. It certainly was challenging my knowledge of helicopters, and I wonder if Seb, is learning more about helicopter flight dynamics than he ever imagined he would when he took on this project with the rest of Asobo. There's a lot to learn, isn't there? Alright, losing a little bit too much speed there, so nose down, we're still going to climb up, we're going to get over here. Night Fury's got the right idea up the front there, just taking the low pass, and we'll need to do a bit of a left turn after that. Through these bare hills, grassland only, maybe a bit of rock. I'm not sure quite how high resolution the terrain is in the Scottish scenery. It's good that they've got in some nice points of interest and models for us to enjoy. Just don't know that the terrain is the absolute highest resolution. Those rounded peaks at my 1 o'clock right now. Possible example of that. That does look like heather, doesn't it? It's like got a bit of a lavender mauve tint to it, the grasses or the flowers. I'm not quite sure. So Space Cadet, use of AI looks amazing. Do you mean at FS Expo? There we go. Through the pass we go. And we'll need to take a bit of a left-hand turn here to get ourselves back on track. To get ourselves down to Glenfinnan. Yeah. I'm just sort of hyper alert for it because I know Bijan either added it or enhanced it. I'm not quite sure whether he changed the biome to have more heather, but yeah, I know he's put a couple of points of interest in, has Bijan, so that you can go and find those patches. Let's just
thought you might have been trying to get into the spirit of a few Glenfiddicks early.
Well, we started at Skye. What whiskey comes from Skye? Does Talisker come from Skye? Talisker. What's the most famous whiskey from the Isle of Skye, people? I've just come a little bit far to the left now, so I'll just fix that now. Head off to the right. I've got a little bit of cloud ahead, so we might be just testing the cloud layer here. We're at 4,000 feet, so we'll be getting just a little touch higher than that later on. I never reset my altimeter, so that was a bit poor. I've just done that now. Ooh, it is raining in Melbourne. We need that. Australia's got a forecast of a El Nino, well, all of the Pacific does, a forecast of El Nino coming up. El Nino brings hot and dry conditions to the southeast of Australia, so we welcome rain when we can get it. Alright, so that looks okay here. I think we're on track here. And so here we get to sort of get both sea and freshwater lochs in our view at the same time. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Stearman looks like he's catching up with us down there. That's good. Hello, Stearman. Which view do I want? Oh, I haven't set that one up. Alright, so yeah, we've got sea lochs over on that side, and we've got freshwater lochs over on this side, all carved out like the River Shield was, carved out by those glacial outflows. Space Cadet, the use of AI looks amazing in ATC. Yeah, I'm wondering if you might be thinking of things like, say, intentions. Like they are really going for it, aren't they? There seems to be a continuous stream of development coming from say intentions. I haven't heard too much news.
Interesting. Right across that ridge that we just flew across was the amount of stone walls that have been built across the top here.
Oh, like fences or just
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like boundary separation. Just
Okay.
great big stone walls on top of that ridge we just came across.
I didn't see those, so I will try to pay a bit more attention.
Yeah, the area's full of dry stone walls.
David, hello. Good. If you see another one, you will need to point it out to me. Well, I've gone a bit off course again, so let's just come over here. I'm just slightly mindful of the cloud. That valley over to my 11 o'clock now looks promising. Not too... There's a bit of a low, fine layer in there of cloud. I think we can make it through there. Oh, this is beautiful. Thank you, Scotland, for having us. A bit of a low pass there. Yeah, this valley up ahead's looking good. And those
PR here is pretty good.
the what's good here? Sorry.
The photogrammetry.
Oh, yep. Just you mean the shape of the rocks?
Yeah, like it's quite clear.
Yeah.
The texturing around all the hills and crevices, cracks.
Do you think that's interpolated in from the auto generation? It does look pretty.
Maybe.
Because it gets... there's a couple of buildings on that one. I mean, the rocks do look impressive, don't they? I'm 100% in agreement with you. I wasn't saying they're not good enough. They do look impressive. Oh, look at the streams coming down in here. That's great. These kind of subalpine streams flowing down. That's good. All right. Head towards where Rob is, up the top there. Pull a bit more collective for this one. Yeah, we'll make that.
Yeah, looking at this, I get the feeling that the satellite imagery is very high detail, but the terrain mesh isn't.
Yes, David, that's kind of what I was thinking. Thank you for articulating that. Yes, I agree. And we've kind of had the opposite of that in places as well, haven't we? We find that in... Did we find that in Iceland a bit, where the terrain, the mesh seemed good, but the satellite imagery was a little bit lacking? Whereas this, exactly right, I completely agree with you. Oh, here we go, getting it. It looks like pine forest down there. So we've found a forest in Scotland. Excellent. Yeah, it looks like, I agree, like really high resolution satellite imagery, and that means that the auto generation is going to have that much more to work with, doesn't it? And do a good job with it. So that does look effective, I agree. It's fun, isn't it, exploring the simulator and seeing what they've done and how it all works.
Be interesting too with the new mesh system they're bringing in for the terrain. That's going to be great.
Well, tell us more about that, please, Marv.
They're bringing in a new mesh system, so when you bring in, say, a building or a rock, and your rock might be a grey colour and the ground might be a sand colour, when you place that rock down on the ground, it'll actually blend, so the colours from the ground will bleed across to your model object and make it more natural sort of look with blending into the ground.
More of a seamless fit, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, they do that with the auto-generated scenery, don't they? I mean, they're very clever with that. That's the main breakthrough, I thought, with 2024, and why it's like such a great experience to fly around, because that ground level of detail is so high as a result of that very clever kind of procedural generation they do, and the sort of repeating of clever repeating of objects. Oh, getting a bit fast, maybe. Down on the collective. Oh, these hills are lovely. And yes, so to give us that really rich ground level experience just from the satellite imagery. And when the satellite imagery is high, like David was pointing out, it just makes it all the more effective. 100%. How lucky we are, and it's still being developed, and things are still coming along, and like it's just getting better and better, this experience. So it feels like a great time to be simming, that's for sure. Feels like a great time to be simming. All right, well, that is another beautiful valley here. You can see that water doesn't quite follow the stream. It sounds like Jorg was talking about in his presentation about the New World Update using a new system, and I've gone well, of course, here, so we need to do a return to the right instead of enjoy all this lovely scenery. Yeah, nice rocks being drawn in there for us. A better way of matching the watercourse, the rendered watercourse, into the satellite imagery or the data source for the watercourse. So I don't quite know how all that's going to work, but it just sounds like in the New World Update 22, which is going to be the USA National Parks, which we're going to be flying in. I'm really quite excited about that. Can't wait to get into Yellowstone and Yosemite and Zion and all those other great places. It's going to have a grand old time we are in July flying around. Yes, so a new system in MSFS 2024 to match the shape of the water with the satellite imagery. So I think that, from what I gathered, that sounds like it was just limited to the World Update, but it remains to be seen if there's application for that more broadly in the simulator. Right, still need to come much further to the right, Matthew, so that we can find Glenfinnan. How's that? Almost the right valley. So we get to experience a little bit of Harry Potter magic here, people. If you are a fan of those films, you might recognise this location. We've passed the very excellent waypoint of Awesome. I should have made note of that before. Awesome, very good waypoint name. These pines look like pines. Beautiful river down there too. This is lovely. And we'll just we won't follow the creek down here because we will miss the point of interest that we need over here. So I'm just going to go over the range here on our right. Yes, no frame rate difficulties today, is it? It was a bit of a mess last time with that photogram. Yes, the tin in Chicago really messed up the stream, and my stream fell apart. So that was a real pity, but no such problems out here. Get this beautiful natural terrain and lovely frame rates. Now, I would not recommend trying to fly under the Glenfinnan viaduct, as you will see in a moment. The spans are very narrow.
Accepted.
You might get through in a small jet if you went through with a 90-degree bank. I don't like your chances getting through in a helicopter, but if you do it, I shall be most impressed. There is a sort of an invisible surface we can sit on, so if you fancy landing on the Glenfinnan viaduct, you can absolutely do that. And enjoy this beautiful scenery in here. And that sun's just lovely right now, just glinting down the loch there, highlighting the peaks and troughs on the landscape. And there's our Glenfinnan viaduct, built in 1901, or finished in 1901, I think. And I think was one of the largest constructions at the time built entirely of concrete.
105's going through that.
Well, I'm keeping an eye on it. Looks like GD's up for the challenge, and oh no, sorry, I got. Oh, Marv, you did it.
Through.
Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to. Did you make it through, Mako?
Yeah, I made it through.
Oh, you excellent people. Well, okay. Well, then I'm just gonna have to do it, aren't I? Model. Lead from the back. All right. Let's. Did you go through? I haven't got. That's not good. I'll just get myself sorted out here. Sort of lost my speed and a very uncoordinated turn. Go ahead.
Did you also see the monument down by the loch? It's the site where the prince who tried to reclaim Scotland came from France and landed.
I did not realise there was another. Is that so that's a handcrafted POI, yeah?
Yeah, there's another handcrafted POI just on the edge of the water.
Lovely. Well, we're going to have a look at that. That's Bonnie Prince Charlie, yes? And the Jacobite Revolution. Yeah, or rebellion. All right.
Yeah, this is where it started.
This is where it started. All right, can I get through here? I'm not massively hopeful. Have I done it? Whoa! Yes! Oh my god, that is a bit of a tight squeeze in historic Scotland, site of Jacobite rebellions, Harry Potter filming, and helicopter hijinks. Beautiful stuff. All right, let's see if I can land over here.
Is this not also the bridge where Microsoft filmed the A10s cutting through for their opening loading sequence?
Oh, good question. I thought that one looked a bit smaller than this one, but if someone wants to correct me on that, I welcome it.
Also, a couple of stops down the line is the station from the film Train Spotting.
All the classic Scottish references. That looks absolutely beautiful. Look at that excellent model and how we sit in glorious zero gravity up there on the top of the Glenfinnan Gorge. That is brilliant. Space Cadet, well done, you did it. All right, let's just get one more nice shot here.
Thinking everyone had a perfect cover.
Yes, highly recommend joining the next live. Oh, if I can even say my channel now. Highly recommend visiting the next Let's Fly live stream and see where it takes us and to enjoy beautiful scenery like this. Through you go, JB Vox. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, no. Too bad. All right, save that. Brilliant. Well, look, we now need to go and find this. Market, don't we? So let's go and achieve that. Our little Scottish sightseeing here.
I'm on the ground right next to it.
Oh, there you go. We got our local tour guide. David's done us proud.
This is where I came for my honeymoon 5 years ago.
Oh, lovely. Oh, I'm delighted to be able to have those happy memories for you. And the simulator here. Oh, that's a big car park, isn't it? So let's come over here. Let's get this Tudor style building down there.
That's pretty cool. The power of local knowledge.
Yeah, you knew where to go. Oops.
I just checked. The model doesn't have the text on it.
Oh, no. So our history lesson concludeth here. Oh, let's go and fly and have a quick look. I'm not sure I'm seeing any marker over here.
It's right in front of Marth. You can see Marth.
Not yet. I've sort of got this octagonal satellite imagery. Is that it? Because it's not modelled for me.
It might be part of Orbit's is UK.
Oh, blast! I'll just have to imagine how spectacular it looks. There we go.
Went completely over the top on the UK and produced thousands of models across the entire United Kingdom.
Fabulous. Well, aren't you so lucky? So I'll just have to imagine it.
There should also be a Loch Ness monster here.
Who was the other one except for Marv? Sorry.
I was just saying that there should also be a Loch Ness monster here in Orbit's add-on.
Oh yeah, but not the generic MSFS home.
Not sure. I think it should be some other.
All right, let's keep the show moving along, people. We need to pick up and move to the east and get along to Ben Nevis. And let's just get a reasonable pickup happening here. Try not to hit any helicopters. These trees, this site is absolutely lovely. That is really pretty. Rick, you have found just a beautiful little patch of rocks down there to enjoy, haven't you, with your Huey? That looks good. Yeah, there you go. Whoa, no, I cannot fly from that angle at all. Slightly more dramatic stunt flying than what I anticipated there, but anyway, there we go. That's what we want. This is the direction we want to head. And we'll hug the coastline here. And hello, DJ Allen, if I did not say hello to you already. Hello, good to see you. Let's get all of this sorted out. Hello, 47 viewers on YouTube. Really great to have you along. Make sure you hit us up with your helicopter questions and we'll see if we can give you some helicopter answers. Any other excitement for you coming out of FS Expo? Be happy to hear your take on that. And of course, people on Twitch as well. Good to have you along. Don't forget to say hello if you're on Twitch. Always good to have a chat with you as well. See what you think. See what's on your mind. See what's troubling you. See what's exciting you.
Liverpool are bringing out a force feedback base.
Yes, what a plethora of force feedback options people are going to have at the moment, isn't it? So, I mean, Moser made such big headway in that kind of, I guess, the domestic segment. Domestic? What am I trying to say here? I mean, starting off with the AB9 and then the AB6, you know, popular add-ons that hopefully I'll get to try very soon. And now there seems to be a bit of an arms race. So the AB6 has 6 Newton meters of force in the stick. And these new ones, was it the Whirlpool or was it the, what was just the other manufacturer that's just gone out of my head? One of them's like got 60 Newton meters or something. It's just an absolutely insane amount of force inside that stick. So you're going to have it mounted onto like a steel kind of rail or something in your sort of your sim pit if you're into wing control. Yeah, it was wing control. Thank you, Adam Toast. I just name just left my head. And yeah, so to have it clamped down onto something very sturdy indeed, because that was just an extreme amount of force. Thank you, 14121959. That's really great that you're enjoying watching, and glad to have you along in this beautiful Scottish scenery. And what was that other comment just on the voice there?
Yeah, the reason it has so much force is to counteract the leverage of having a long pole on it sitting on the floor, rather than whether the base one's really any good for a desk mount.
Gotcha. Yes. So your AB6, you're probably not going to be putting a long extension on it. It's probably not going to be able to hold up a a long extension and like a heavy metal grip is what I'm thinking on the AB6. But yes, so if you've got a long pole and you're doing that kind of maybe World War II kind of fighters with a lot of force behind them, then it sounds like these new sticks would be just your thing. I would have thought there would be a bit of a risk of you doing yourself an injury with that amount of force coming out of that stick, so I don't quite know how that's mitigated. I think the wind control does come in 3 flavours, so you can take one that doesn't maybe have the same risk of dislocating your shoulder. I think the entry level one is 16 newton meters, so still feels like plenty of force there. Probably for helicopter simming. In helicopter simming, normally we don't need like a massive amount of force in the stick, I wouldn't have thought. But getting a bit of feedback, like at the moment my cockpit here, thanks to FS Realistic, is shaking around on the screen. I like those vibrations, and it'd be nice to have some of that coming through the stick as well, so hopefully I'll get to try that real soon.
I did see one of the YouTubers interviewing Moser, and they were talking about a dedicated set of anti-torque pedals for helicopters.
Oh yes.
With force feedback within.
Well, I wonder what people...
That's still, you know, well in development.
Okay, interesting. I wonder what people make of that, and just talking about the scenery, that we've got the... I don't know whether that's Ben Nevis itself or one of the lower peaks next to Ben Nevis, just on the horizon over there.
Yeah, that's Ben Nevis to the right.
Excellent. I might put it to Mako, who's done a bit of flying and light helicopters. I don't remember any force at all in the Cabri, in the pedals. What about you, Mako? What would you make of the idea of force feedback pedals for your helicopter simming?
Yeah, not force feedback for pedals I don't think would be necessary really, no.
Yeah. Interesting, but then again, I mean, Moser's going there, so they've got some sort of, you know, concept or plan for it. So, yeah, so the pedals in the Cabri, to me, felt very light, and that was one of the reasons I found them quite difficult to control, harder than the Sim, actually. People like to claim that, well, I mean, everyone's experience is different, of course, but people claim that MSFS is harder than what it is to fly in a real helicopter. I think, you know, you can get used to it and you can set it up in such a way that it does work nicely for you. I found the pedals definitely harder in the real Cabri than in the simulator, because there isn't any force really, and of course they work against each other. So was that reciprocating or something, whatever? But it's a very fine touch indeed on those pedals, is what's all that's needed there. And here we are, Fort William. Or is that Fort William on the other side, actually? Because we've just done Loch Eel, narrow sea loch, another massive glacial outflow here. And now we come to Fort William there. The outdoor capital of the UK, so I'm told. And what was your thoughts on that?
I was just going to say, this is all Fort William, but where the marker is downtown.
Where the marker is downtown. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lochy side, it says on there. Let's just...
Just at 2 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Oh, over on the site. Yes, there you go. Fort William. Gotcha. Oh, that is just lovely. Look at that. That's the sea coming in there.
And just to my left, just going, is a major lock gate on the route up to, where Nessie is.
The Caledonian Canal. There it is over there on the left, that's for sure. So we're going to be flying along there, but we're going to just go and do Ben Nevis first. And I think I've chosen the Creek River here. Is this the Nevis River? I hope so. So we're going to climb up here, people. I've got 1,500 feet on. We're going to need to get up to 1,500. Andrew, yeah, great comment. This is kind of what I wanted to hear, because it sort of matches my suspicion. I mean, I'm prepared to be proved differently, so if people have got a different perspective to what I'm about to read from Andrew, then by all means tell me. Andrew says, I've got an AB6 Moser. 6 Newton meters is plenty for a cyclic. You'll be amazed how much more accurately you can fly. You can feel the load on the disc. Great. Yeah. So my recollection of the Cabri is that you can feel it moving around in your hand, because the Cabri's not hydraulic. So you've got the real force feedback coming through into that stick, and that stick really, it shakes around. But it's not the strongest force. I mean, it's of course scaled or mounted or balanced or whatever, so that you, of course, the pilot can handle it. But yeah, it was really interesting. You get a lot of feedback and a lot of stuff going on inside a real life cockpit, and that was one of the things that stuck out to me. The stick moving around in the hands. All right, so 2,200 feet here as we climb up to Ben Nevis. So yeah, there's quite a steep gradient on this River Nevis. I gather makes it suitable for a bit of whitewater rafting, something I'd sort of associate a bit more closely with New Zealand and Scotland, but there you go. 2,300 now, and I'm climbing it. No, I'm not climbing fast enough, so I'm going to pull a bit more collective. And we'll sort of curve around, and then we'll sort of turn around to the left to get up to the Ben Nevis summit.
So there's a story about the car park down there. When the Harry Potter film crew came, that they worked out it was going to cost them so much money to bring in all the temporary standing to put their vehicles on, that it was actually cheaper to build the town a new public car park.
Thanks, Harry Potter.
Enthusiastic.
Bit of regional development courtesy of big budget films. That's amazing.
It's just such a long way from any other civilization. Trucking stuff in here will cost a fortune.
Yeah. Beautiful Fort William. Beautiful Fort William. And thanks very much for your personal recollections as well. I think, is this the first time we've ever flown in the UK in one of my streams?
Yes, it is.
Whoops, sorry, Jace. Yes, it is, says Jace.
We still want to do the Mac loop one day.
We will absolutely do the Mac loop. I might need a bit of practice, and I might need a bit of a helping hand there to lead it, to get around, to follow the course exactly.
That's my neck of the woods.
Oh, is it, Jace? Excellent stuff. Oh, Compy, hello to you. Just need a little more exercise on the BO105. Yes, I don't want to... I know that Compy has recently received the BO105, shall we say, so hopefully you're enjoying your learning experience in that one. All right, here we go. Climbing. I've got 3,000 feet on now, and I don't think we've got a massive risk of downdrafts here. Let me just think about that. 236 at 11. So if anything, we should be getting an updraft on this side, shouldn't we? So let me just have a bit more of a think about that. 2, 3... Yeah, it might be a risk of downdrafts when we get around to the top, so be aware of that. Oh, other people have climbed directly up there. I'm just climbing up very sensibly. In the BO105, that's apparently very difficult to overtalk. Yeah, great to see you, Compy. Thank you for saying hello. Ben Nevis, which I am surprised to learn is actually the collapsed dome of an ancient volcano. 350 million years old. Amazing. I just did not know that about the UK. I don't really think of the UK as being part of that kind of ring of fire of smouldering volcanic cones, but it happened right here, Ben Nevis.
Yeah, the UK also gets more earthquakes than anywhere else in the world. They're just all tiny.
Just little ones. Well, that's a relief. Yes, being a New Zealander, I've had a fair few shakes, although one of the scariest ones I ever had was actually in Melbourne, because it was really sharp and sudden. That was quite a few years ago now. As a good New Zealander, I dove right under this desk that I'm sitting at right now. We're trained to jump under the table. That's one of the first things you learn at school in New Zealand. If there's an earthquake, you get right under your desk straight away.
But it makes you wonder, how strong is that desk actually going to be when the ceiling comes down?
Well, if it's just, let's say it's just ceiling tiles or light fittings falling down, Marv, at least that's going to protect your head from getting smashed by like a light object like that falling down. But yeah, 100%. It's like, it's not going to stop a metal beam, but you know, you do what you can, I think is the idea there. All right, there's the ground. I finally found it. Let's have a look at Ben Nevis. Oh, that cloud is absolutely beautiful down there. We're going to be descending into that. I can just see the canal over there to the northwest. That is just beautiful. Can you drive up Ben Nevis? Or is that a silly question? Because there's a path.
You can walk up, there's a path that you can see between the town, but there's no road.
Right. I was surprised that you can drive, well, not that people are generally allowed to, that you can drive up the top of Mount Fuji. Anyway, that's a different case. But how beautiful is this view from up here? I'll just reduce that volume a little bit. It might be competing a bit strongly with my voice. So we're going to take a 3-minute break here, people. So, oh, my Sims just crashed. That's hilarious. So no sooner do... That's great. Why did it choose that moment to crash? That is hilarious. I'm actually sort of not that disappointed because there I was saying I'm going to take a break anyway. So my break's going to be somewhat curtailed by me actually reloading the simulator. Why did it crash there? That makes no sense. Clarkson did it in top gear, driving to the top of Ben Nevis. Did he now? Did he now? Oh, dear oh me.
It was another mountain.
Oh, was it now? What mountain was it?
I have no idea, but it was a lot further north than this.
I see. Well, that was not a desired result from landing on top of Ben Nevis, the simulator crashing to the desktop. Do you know what? I feel we had this happen on another mountain. It happened in Papua New Guinea, where it just crashed at the top of a mountain. Then I reloaded it and it crashed again. So I think what I might do is not spawn from on top of that mountain. So I'm going to just change my plan slightly. We'll take a break. There's a little airfield. I was just going to do it as a flyover, but I think we might actually just do a proper stop there so we can do our break. Lots of good stuff. Beautiful stuff in the screenshots channel. Airwolf.kbishop. Well, nice work. Nice work. Keep those screenshots coming to Discord, people. If you want to join on Discord, there is the invite right now. That is how you get my voice with less latency if you want to actually follow on in the flight, or to just join in our excellent community engagement there. Real great bunch of people. Thank you very much for your support and for what you contribute to what we do in our exciting simulation. So the Discord invite is there for you if you want to join in. And of course, it's not going to load very fast, is it? I'm at 60% allegedly. I think it will start to come on a bit faster. Fancy that. Fancy crashing out on me. Just like that. This reminds me of what happened in Papua New Guinea. How curious. How curious. Did anyone else crash out at all? Space Cadet was just restarting. All right, Boeing 105, and so let's go and find all the helicopters. That should be pretty easy. So I'm actually going to, spawn in over Torlindi or Torlundi. Not quite sure what the correct pronunciation is. Set its departure 1,500 feet, and I need to set that time 2 hours back. So 9:15. Might just go 9 o'clock so I don't run out of light at Inverness.
If you're in real time, the sunset's amazing.
Oh, I just want to be able to get to Inverness. So, okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll pause it for a moment, and hopefully this will catch up and everyone can see me again. Not really what you want to happen there. I'm flown out of the machine. Pause that. Okay, so I'm just paused, and I'm going to just take David's advice there and enjoy the sunset properly. Oh, it's very dark. That's a bit more than sunset, but it is pretty. All right, I'm going to set the time back and I'll enjoy the sunset in... it's nice there. It's nice if you put the time at about 10 o'clock. So I'll go back to 9 and then I'll enjoy the sunset when I get to Inverness. All right, people, so I'm just down in the valley, and so you just need to proceed just towards the water. So I am heading towards Tor Castle, or Tor Castle, they might say, I'm not sure. So I've lost my, what else do I need to do? I need to get my
I see we are.
Yeah, I'm just going to hang down here because I didn't want to repeat of what happened that other time where it just crashed me out again from up there. So
bearing 340 to the valley.
Thank you for that. So yeah, I'm just going to circle down here on the Caledonian Canal, which was the sort of the connecting spine from one side of the UK to the other. You can ship your way through here. Completed 200 years ago, but only a third of it is actually man-made. So it was just a matter of sort of augmenting what nature gave us here in this valley in order to engineer this waterway to allow you to... Why are my cabin lights not working there? Might just need to pause here again, just because now my sims all start up in a slightly weird condition. Pitot heating is on, instrument lights is now on. There we go, that's a little bit better, isn't it? I can see what I'm doing. Everything all right up here. Anti-coals position, internal not required. And Pitot is in. All right, I'm pausing now. And then I didn't unmute myself. Jai Players, looks like you're the first one down, and then there's the rest of the crew spilling down from Ben Nevis as I enjoy the view up the loch there. Now, who wants to name the first, that is to say, what do you think is the name of the first loch that we come to in the Caledonian, as we follow the Caledonian Canal, the one that I'm looking towards right about now? What is that loch called? Holy. If we were speaking German, yes, thank you for picking up on that. You're kind of right. If you translate that back to English, then you'll almost have the correct name. Alright, I think we might just about have linked everyone up. I'll just now proceed slowly along the canal. I'll need a bit more trim here to get all that nicely sorted out. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what people think of those Moser force feedback pedals when they come out. I mean, if it helps more people get into helicopter simulation, I'm all for it. Just an interesting choice, though. So we'll see how it all works out. Be very interesting to see what people think about their experiences with that. So I've got 100 knots on, and I'm just about at the southwestern end of Loch Lochy. So Lake, what a great name, Loch Lochy. That is so good.
Communication tower setup looks pretty good. On top of the hill to the right.
On top of the hill to the right.
Now, I seem to remember from the visitors centre that by the time this canal was finished built, it was already too small for boats, so they still had to go around.
Oh, how long was my mic muted? Yes, thank you, Akira. The Great Glen Fault I was talking about, which is what why we kind of get this suspiciously straight-looking arrangement here with Loch Lochy, terrific name, and Loch Ness, the next one along. And with the light from about 2.5 hours ago, it's just catching beautifully those hills there. Very pretty indeed. Looks like we've got the fleet just about back together again. Sorry that got a bit chaotic with that crash. Not what I prefer to happen in a live stream. So we've got a little airfield up here called Fort Augustus. So I propose we'll just sit down at that one. We'll just run the break and let people just go and step away for a couple of minutes if they need to. So that'll come up in about 5 minutes, and then it's a reasonably short run to get our way back up to Inverness. Nice and easy. We can weave in some of the other hills here and the sort of take a hill off to the right, maybe. Could be fun.
I really like how Mamu designs power lines and cabling is through here. It looks really awesome.
Yeah, I still don't have his power lines yet because waiting for him to get his 2024 pack out. So that's a little bit of excitement here. I'm just going to propose that we just head over into the parallel valley over here on the other side, just to see what that's like, just to get a bit of variety of scenery. Again, that satellite imagery seems to be working wonders with the auto generation here, even if the mesh is not the highest resolution. That's looking rather pretty, rather stark. These hills, wind swept, cold, not very much light in winter, I imagine. Still enough for that pine for mossy. Pretty good for that pine forest down here that I've just discovered by flying over here. Thank you, Influence, for the follow. Good to have you along. What are you flying at the moment, Influence? Or are you about to move into your helicopter era? What a sweet valley this one is, sheltering these forests here. Oh, you like amphibians, Influence, and do you include helicopters in that? What are your thoughts and feelings regarding the Taugs Hangar Alouette 3? That's a good float aircraft. Actually, the H500 in fairness has got a float variant as well, so you can fly floats in the H500 from Taugs. Pretend you're doing some tuna spotting, perhaps. Oh, System 185. Halloween, hello to you. How can I control this thing with a controller? It spins so hard while hovering. Recommend you get the tail rotor assist switched on if you're using a console controller. That's going to make your life much easier and improve your helicopter handling skills, because you won't be focusing on something that is going to be too hard to control with the console controller anyway. Halloween, I have done 2 tutorial videos on console controllers, and the most recent one was only a few months ago when the PS5 edition of MSFS 2024 launched. It's already on, okay, and it still spins so hard while you're hovering. Okay. Interesting.
Recalibrate.
Yeah, so what can you... So, I mean, it's always helpful when you're on... Depends if you're on Windows or... Yeah, if you're on a PC or a console. If you were on Windows, you could get that input viewer, which I'll just show you on the screen right now, and that would maybe help you diagnose what's happening. So you can see the point moving around there as I move the controls. It's very helpful for diagnosing issues with your helicopter controls, but it might not be open to you if you're on Xbox or PS5, so it makes it a bit harder. So Halloween, while gaining speed, it becomes stable enough. Well, I mean, Do you know what? That's just helicopters. Maybe it's just helicopters. Well, Halloween. Okay, there you go. If you're on PC, maybe just get that input viewer and just see that it's reacting in the way that you are hoping it will and what you expect. Make sure that those inputs look nice and smooth and that there's no kind of conflict, because conflicts can, you know, really ruin a person's day. Yeah, and forward trim to go. Oh, great influence. Well, it sounds like you got the right idea. Oh, that's influence, not Halloween. So Halloween, yeah, while gaining speed, it becomes more stable. Yeah, well, that's just helicopters for you. Once we get speed, it's you know, I'm just trimming it really at the moment. The BO105 is really quite stable, so I can actually I'm hands off right now. Yeah, go ahead, Marv.
I was going to say, yesterday we had a few new people into helicopters over on the Togues channel. Myself and Stu took them for a run, learning how to fly the helicopters and sort your controls out, your audio. It was pretty good.
Excellent.
Participants.
Yes, Stu is part of the Togues team and a very experienced pilot and very generous in offering his time to help people improve their helicopter skills. So thank you, Stu, from the community. Yeah, so you can sort of have a look there and sort of get hands-on with other people who might be in the same situation as you. Now, can we find this airfield? Is it in MSFS? It's not in Navigraph. I've only got... Oh, it is in MSFS. EGVZ. So if anyone wants to join in, I'll just write it up there, EGVZ. That is our next stop. So you can come along and meet us there. I've lost a little bit too much speed. So I'm going to sit down there, and we'll make it a pretty quick stop, but we'll just do our 2-minute break so people can just step away if they need to. And then we'd proceed up Loch Ness and find Inverness.
Matt, I see 7 new helicopter pilots in the stream.
You are all very welcome, and thank you, Marv. You're almost like our sort of executive officer, aren't you? With like sort of keeping track of who's doing what and where everyone is, keeping tabs on numbers for us. So your support is appreciated, Marv. Thank you for welcoming everyone.
The stat man.
The stats man. How far are we off in this field? It's going to be straight in, I believe. Scotland and Ireland river running with sports planes is fun. Yeah, I bet it is. All right, so the airfield, the airstrip is just on the other side of that little lake that I'm looking at down there. So JB Vox is heading in the right direction, almost there in fact. I think it's just a grass strip. So we'll sit down there real briefly, take a quick break, and then be on our way. That's the plan, instead of me crashing out on top of Ben Nevis. Very frustrating. I got to enjoy that view for a minute, and then it all fell apart. Blast.
It's quite interesting. I'm running the live weather, and as I look down at everyone, I can see 1,000 strobes flashing across the ground.
What are the strobes?
Everyone's helicopters, all their strobe lights.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Really good. So it looks like Rira Storm has found the strip over there. I think I might need to get over these trees. Whoa, power lines. Okay, go a bit high, Matthew. That was a bit negligent. Now, oh, Delta 1 Foxtrot 3, hello to you. You sort of buzzed me there at low altitude. There we go. Good stuff. Yeah, Delta 1 has, in the M860, has got quite a severe strobe. Like, it's really bright and quite fast.
I was just going to ask you if you'd had a package put onto that, because it's brighter than anyone else.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder if that's made it onto the... Oh, nice quick stop there, Delta 1. Wonder if that's made it onto the bug list for Miltech. Miltech are running a new bug reporting system, which is actually quite nice to use. Adds a lot of transparency to what they're working on. So you can see what they're working on. You can see what the developers think about what you've written. And so Gabriel and Dan, I think are getting their comments right in there for you. So you know whether your proposed change is likely to make it into the sim or not. Alright, so let's get let's see if we can get 2 rows of helicopters here facing each other along that road. That'd be nice. I'll just sort of line up here with Murray. There we go. That looks good. A bit further forward. And a bit of collector there. Settling down, hopefully nice and tidily. Bit hard. Excellent stuff. All right, so I will just get those 2 idle. And I will find a nice outside view. That sunset's very pretty. Well, it's we're all probably at different times now because we're not being completely realistic with the timing today. Josh. Hey Matt, just wanted to say thank you for being a massive inspiration. Just completed my R66 check ride, so thank you. Wow, that is absolutely brilliant. Josh, I'm delighted to hear it. Yes, well done. Congratulations. Wow. Wow, that's lovely to hear. Thank you. That's you know, if this channel and this community played a role in that, then I'm really thrilled to hear that from you. Thank you very much for your support. Time for a quick break. I'll get right back in. And Josh, tell us a little bit more about your experience. What was challenging? What was easy? What was it like completing your R66 check ride? And I'll be back with everything muted now. I'll be back real soon. Well, there we go. So, Josh is back on the line there, just telling us about his experience. dealing with UK air navigation was hard, but you decided to go for the R66 because it was a great helicopter. I love the Cow and Sim R66. That's awesome, Josh. That is bravo. Round of applause for Josh. That's really great to hear. Let's get these engines up to speed. There's our low RPM warning. Landing light comes on, and so yes, pretty easy navigation at this point. We just follow Loch Ness. How easy is that? And then we'll be at Inverness real soon.
Driving from Fort Augustus to Inverness, the default is to follow the loch on the north side, but the road to the south side up in the hills is one of the best driving roads in the UK, and no one ever takes it.
Well, that's a good enough reason right by itself if no one ever takes it. I'll always go the route less travelled just because I like a bit of peace and quiet. That's brilliant, David. What did I put on the nav for... well, we just fly out. We can fly either side we want. I sort of had it going up the south side, didn't I? But, of course, we can just choose whatever we like in the simulator. Right, let's get this thing picked up, and I will now model a beautiful takeoff because Josh is watching. And let's look ahead here. Got a bit of down trim in, I can feel it. Bit of left pedal required. Oh, it's scooting over to the right there a bit. More left side click required. All right. Could have been worse. So I'll just mind the 212 there. I'll just maybe come over this side. And just thread the needle here with... I had your names off there for a second. Rob and A Hunter and A53 Platty. Don't go into the trees, Matthew, like you did last time. There we go. I like the dynamic crops in MSFS 2024. So the default here, as David was saying, was to go on the north side of the loch there, but let's start going on the south and see what we think coming down here, eh? There we go. Most of us have got going. Helicopter flying. Once it clicks, that's good. Yeah, UK navigation sounds like it can be a bit challenging, especially in those busiest airspaces. Bit of a suggestion that we might try, maybe when the Dolphin comes out, we'll try a flight.
Castle there looks pretty good.
Now, might that be an Orbex one you've got there, Marv? Because I probably don't have one.
No, mate, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So the next one is, for me, on my list of POIs is Inverness Castle.
Yeah, if you come back to the UK again, I recommend getting the Orbex. There's 3 bits to it, but between them they have about 4,000 points of interest.
4,000 points of interest, that's just crazy.
It could be, Matt, because there's a custom lock system down here as well that's been modelled right out completely with all the gates.
Fantastic. Well, hasn't Orbex done well? And now I feel like I'm missing out. Yeah, so maybe I should have tried to arrange that first. Oh well, too bad. So there you go, there's our first learning. Get the Orbex add-ons for your UK flying. Lots to look at, clearly. This is beautiful down here. The light conditions for me is just lovely. Loch Ness, here on our left, holds more water than all of the lakes in England and Wales combined. Vast amount of water held here. 230 metres deep. So what's that, about 800 feet or something? 700 feet? That's deeper than the North Sea at its deepest points.
Do we have a geopilot with us to tell us how it was formed?
I don't know. I haven't seen him for a few weeks. I hope he comes back soon. I'm assuming it's still associated with that, with the fault that runs right through here, right? So I assume it was sort of pulled apart as part of all of that process.
Yeah, if you look at the shape of Scotland to the north of Inverness, you can actually see where it used to go. It's moved miles and miles and miles between the north and the south.
Beautiful stuff. And it's quite a dark colour. I don't know if it's represented here in the sim. Some bodies of water have different colours in the sim, but I don't know about Loch Ness here. Has quite a dark colour from, I think, peat washed down into the water. If I use my imagination, that looks like it might be a darker shade, but I'm not quite sure. I'm waiting for the first person to call out, I've seen Nessie! Possibly an Orbex add-on rather than a generic Microsoft one. I've got my binoculars ready just in case.
I don't think it's in Orbex, but I think if you go on to flightsim.to, there is an add-on for Nessie.
I thought it might have been snuck in one of the packs as a little Easter egg. Adam Toaster, yes,
Sure,
sounds like just enough space for a monster to hide. Sorry, Takeo, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure I read something in the description of the Orbex add-on that Nessie will pop out, something like that.
You got to add a little bit of fun into the sim, don't you? Thank you, Flo, for the follow. Good to have you along. What are you flying at the moment, Flo? And sorry, I missed a couple of comments there from Influence. Sorry about that, Influence. Anything but commercial flights, I know. What really struck me, maybe this is the same for all the FS Expos really, but I mean, what struck me was the absolute plethora of A320 hardware that you could buy. You could buy whole cockpits, new overhead panels, new everything, all this A320 stuff. Lots of Airbus home cockpit builders being well looked after by hardware manufacturers at the moment.
I see Nessie. I see her.
Alright, but have you got the Orbex take-off?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, alright, so there we go. I'll just have a little look around. I think it's a somewhat forlorn hope.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I can see where you are, Rira Storm. And sorry, I'm probably not flying the helicopter. Oh, the helicopter's actually flying perfectly for once with me not paying attention to it.
Going back to what you were saying, Matthew, about panels, you can't even get one for a helicopter at the moment.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch the last part of that, Jace. So what? Just run that by me again, please.
Yeah, about flight sim panels.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to find one for a helicopter. We just can't find one.
No, I know. Interesting. I mean, I wonder what other people think about this. Oh, sorry, catch up with a couple of comments. Flo, yeah, I'm in the BO105. That's right, Flo. Still enjoying flying. It's very, very nice and benign, easy to cruise in the BO105, so it's pretty good. Oh, I see what you mean about this road on this side, David. It is very pretty. Running through all those little towns as well. Very nice. And Toaster, yeah, you got to keep the airliner hobby interesting somehow, with all your fancy gear. Got to say that MSFS does put in a lot of tall ships into marine environments. I was getting a bit slow there though. Yeah, Jace, I don't know. What do other people think? I mean, would people want to have some kind of a generic helicopter panel experience? What would suit you, people? What would you expect to have? I think when people are operating, I mean, helicopter flying is really well suited to VR, and so I guess the need for hardware is somewhat less in VR, once you, well, except for the headset itself, of course.
My dream would be Puma Pro Flight Trainer with motion chair.
Oh yeah,
That would be my dream setup.
The Puma Flight Trainer with a motion rig as well. Yeah, that would be quite something. If you are interested in VR, people, there's a mid-year sale from Pimax. So check out those links. If you use that Let's Fly code, I do get the benefit of a little affiliate sale there, so I'll get a little share of that. That will help the channel. So appreciate you for thinking about that, if that's something that you would like to do. Yeah,
I was going to say, there is a company in the UK that will sell you a full R22 control panel for Sims, but it's crazy money.
Right. David, is that the same company that does those dual trainers as well? I've just forgotten its name. Where, you know, you've got like coupled sticks and cyclics and collectives.
I think you're talking about Max Flight Stick out of Hong Kong.
Oh, okay, right. Because maybe they were doing something like a H145 or something. Right. Okay, so you can get yourself an R22 kind of simulator, but you're talking of some pretty serious money, evidently.
But yeah, talk 5 figures.
Ooh, ouch. Well, mind you, by the time you buy RAM, SSD, and a 5090 these days, if that's what your jam is, and a power supply to run the 5090, it's probably getting pretty close to 5 figures as well. Well, at least in Australian dollars. Oh no, I need to get some. I'm kind of got my heart set on getting some new RAM because my current dual RAM kit is I can't get it to run at its correct speed. So I'm trying to like optimize the performance of my PC as much as possible. And I do think I need to get another SSD, especially for the video editing. It's pretty frustrating with my current setup. I'm actually got it on old physical hard drives, magnetic for goodness sake. Yeah, so I'm thinking of spending a bit of money there. So that's going to be about 2,500 Australian just for those 2 items. Oh.
Don't you have a 9950?
I do, but that only costs as much as like 64 gigabytes of RAM these days.
Yeah,
what a world!
If you've got the X3D version, the more faster RAM is going to make minimal difference because most of it's cached.
Okay, fair point. I'm just, I mean, I know that my RAM is reasonably heavily utilised in MSFS 2024. And it does go over 32 gigabytes, but the trouble with my kit is that it's only running at 3600 and not 6000. So it's also the fact that I've got a lot of different applications running at the same time, and it's sort of unavoidable with the kind of the content creation. God, I'm going very slow, aren't I? Sorry, people. I'll just enjoying the ride.
I think what you really need is 64 gigs, Matthew, rather than faster.
I do have 64 gigs, but and I do use over 32 of those, so the 64 gigs is in demand. But because it's 2 32 gigabyte kits spread across 4 sticks now, it doesn't run at the highest. The motherboard will not let it run at its highest speed, at its published speed. So that's why I want to sell those 2 and get a new 64, a good fast 64 kit. Expensive, but
hey Matt, have you got 2 PCI boards? Oh, sorry, slots on your board?
So what was David's concluding thought there? Sorry.
Sorry, I was going to say, yeah, you might be able to. There are some videos on YouTube about how to get 4 sticks running faster on AMD platforms. Okay.
All right, I might need to check that out. Well, if I can get those running at 6,000 properly, and stable, then that'd save me about a significant amount of money.
If you get to 5,000, then the difference between that and 6,000 with an X3D is going to be 1-2%.
Yeah, fair enough too. Flo, yes, we are flying. We're actually almost at our destination, but you're welcome to hop in and join. You can hop in at Inverness, and here are the settings for you. Flo, so this is what you can do. And Toaster, you were just saying that you've seen someone on YouTube building a 1-to-1 cockpit of an EC-135. Nice. Which generation of EC-135, I wonder. Well, let's go and find Inverness Castle.
Matt, does your board have the ability for 2 PCI slots for video cards?
I'm not sure. I haven't thought about that. Why do you ask?
I was going to send you another 5080, so you could run them in SLI mode. That'll double your VRAM capacity.
Classic. Sure, send me another 5080. 2 5080s. Yeah, I'm not sure. Thank you for the thought. Yeah, having a bit more VRAM on board. What I've seen. Oh, power lines, very tall ones as well, right over the river there. Oh, I bet you get good salmon out of the River Ness, wouldn't you? Hey, salmon fishery hotspot, I believe. So we are looking for the Inverness Castle, or maybe I should be pronouncing it Castle in this part of the world, not sure. I think there's been castles on the site for 1,000 years, although this one, the structure that's there now dates back only a couple of hundred.
I'm guessing that's in front of Marth.
Yes, yep, you're almost there, I think. So I'll just do a little bit of a silly river run down here. Oh, more power lines here, so I have to get under those ones. That's not very safe. In fact, I can't bring myself to do it, even though there's no consequences whatsoever. I'm just going to fly over the top of that tower there so that I don't risk running into an imaginary power line in my head. Right over the top. There we go. That's how you do it safely. A100 just goes straight through, no worries.
Alright, Rick took me parking spot.
You got to be fast at the Inverness Castle. Yeah, A100, you got the right idea there. That's exactly what I was thinking of doing as well. Is that doing a bit of a last minute river run there? These Mamu boats are nice. Probably a little bit too big, if I'm honest, for that narrow waterway. So the reason I'm running this... oh, this is very pretty, actually, with the trees on either side, going through at 60 knots. The reason I'm 24 hours early is I've got to take a couple of visiting birders into the country in Victoria, so... that's why... Why did I mention this? There was something that reminded me of that. So yes, I'm finally going to go and enjoy my outdoor hobby. I haven't been doing too much of that lately, so I've been focused as I am on delivering excellent streaming experiences as frequently as possible. I am just going to be out of town tomorrow, so that's what's happened there. Have I missed the castle? No.
Yeah, behind you, buddy.
Yeah, what have I done? I've missed the castle. I was having so much fun admiring those trees and going on about my bird watching that I missed the castle. I need to go and have a look.
From you should be about 060. Right next to the river, on top of the hill.
On top of the hill, overlooking the river.
It pops
Right
in
next to
really,
the
really
bridge.
late to me.
Oh, it just pops in late, does it? Is that what happened? That's why I missed it? Yes, well, there's the hill. It's all forest clad at the moment for me.
I didn't see it until I was 50 foot off the ground.
Oh, dear, oh dear. So, possible room for a bit of level of detail optimization here, Microsoft Flight Simulator team. Is this the right hill?
David Bradshaw and Rick to the Max are right over top of it.
Am I over the wrong hill?
I can't even see you turning. Oh, yeah. Yep, bearing from you, due east.
Due
Where you
east.
are is just forest.
And, whoa, no kidding. Oh, what have I done? Well, I've got it marked. All right. I'm just going to follow this time. Well, I've never had such difficulty finding a castle, for goodness sake.
make a right turn there, head towards the river.
Oh, because I'm on the canal, I'm not on the river. That's what happens. I turned away. That's what happened. There we go. Inverness Castle. What's so difficult about that, Matthew? You fly along the creek water body, then you'll find the object. That was interesting. Don't know quite how I managed to confuse myself so bad with it.
Going?
Yeah, well, I don't deserve one, clearly. So, that is a beautiful model. Look what they've done. That is lovely, Inverness Castle. That is really good. I wonder what it's like in here in winter.
I also have an add-on for this area because I've got a lot of custom buildings, including the railway stations, shopping centres, churches.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just going to hit pause because Flo doesn't actually... I forgot to give Flo a code, and the code is EGPE, isn't it, for Inverness? It looks like it, EGPE. Sorry, Flo, there's the code there. Oh, you found us. Good. All right, sorry about that. Right, unpause. All right, I'll just do... Whoa! I was going to do a tasteful hover, but after the pause, I completely lost control. So no tasteful hover at all. That was a complete mess. Yeah, nice work, JB Vox. Very nice landing. The spot you found there for yourself. Good work. I like that. I approve. That gets the Let's Fly seal of approval. Very, very good. Yeah,
a lot of old castles here. Oh, sorry, churches.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're all auto-generated, aren't they? Yeah. But effectively done, yep. Awesome. All right, let's go and take a look at this bridge, and then it's Inverness, and I'll get myself moving after that. But I'll definitely take any more helicopter questions or helicopter issues that people are having. It's just lovely, isn't it, Inverness? Yeah, that tower there's beautiful. That's got to be, that's custom model, isn't it? That's not just a... was that auto-generated or... Look pretty high quality to me.
The castle was a custom model. It had signs on it that are from real life.
Oh, sorry, I meant the church a little bit further downstream on the River Ness. Sorry about that, I was unclear. Right, the Kessock Bridge. Only about 40 years old, this one. So it just shows us how much sort of development still is either fresh or new or still in progress. Oh, Richard the Max has done well over there, evidently. Under we go, the Kessock Bridge. Yes. Zoom. Very good. Very good. All right, I'll have to come around here. So
just sunk.
So yeah, we're still on that same fault line. I mean, it's kind of obvious, really, because we can see it sort of continues all the way up there. So putting in a new bridge, obviously that accounting for the possibility of earthquakes, rare as they are. Well, they're not rare, as we were saying earlier on. Very common, but just generally quite small. But you need to, I guess, build these for when the larger ones come along as well. This is another good model, isn't it? Another good bridge model in MSF. Whoa. Calm it down, Matthew.
Can you guys see the Inverness Stadium, which is just off the bridge?
Oh, okay. Another terrible landing. The stadium. The stadium.
Marfin hover over it.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a stadium for me. I think that's because you've probably got the Orbex set there.
Yeah. It's quite well done, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, any add-on pack that adds 4,000 points of interest is, I think you can by default say that yes, that is well done. That is well done. I wonder if we've got different bridges too, by the way. Like this bridge probably, well, it's obviously in a world update. So which one takes precedence? Does the Orbex one cancel that?
It looks the same. Hard to tell.
Yeah. Well, I'm impressed with the world update one. I think it looks great. Good job, MSFS and Asobo or Gaia or whoever it was who built it. Good job. Flo, see you in the air, aviators. Good to have you along, Flo. Welcome along for a little bit of last-minute silliness. You're very welcome. If people have a mind to support what this channel and what this community is all about, your super chats will go to funding my SSDs, RAMs, and I need a new camera. And oh my god, it's a little bit out of control at the moment. I've also set up a buy me a coffee, which people will be making use of. So people get a little bit more of a cut when you use that one. And I just realised now that I haven't actually put my little extra thing in here. So we'll call that support. And the command it's going to run is going to be support. And then that's going to be in... Oh, I'll figure this out later on. No, it's not going to work, is it? Oh, well. So, yes, buy me a coffee is always very welcome. Very grateful to the people who have tried to support what we're doing by contributing to that. I have got so many videos to make right now, it's not even funny. I've got I've got 2 hardware, I've got a helicopter, and I've got potentially another helicopter. As you may have noticed, it looks like Taug's Hangar is making very good progress to getting that Dauphin out pretty soon. I don't know, I don't have it, but it can't be far off. Taug himself was talking about how the add-on has already been ingested into MSFS without errors. That doesn't mean that it's ready. It just means that the package as it stands, with all of its custom systems, modelling, avionics, everything else I've done, has not generated any errors in the marketplace, which is great news. It means that it can, you know, once they're finished and they're confident, it can get in all of our hands. So I have got a lot of video making to do. So we'll see how we go. And then those X-Plane videos that you're working on as well, right? Says Adam Toaster, yes. Well, I definitely want to do the, it's not Fly Inside, the other 206. Now, I'm so sorry, the developer's name's just gone out of my head. Dreamfoil. I want to do the Dreamfoil 206, and I'll probably need to buy some scenery as well to make X-Plane look pretty. So, yeah, that's all on the cards. So I've got a lot of stuff going on at the moment. All right. Yeah, good work, Adam Toaster. You're enjoying your flights under the bridge here. I'll just have to do another one as well. I'm going to attempt to do a little hammerhead here. So I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to fly under the bridge, so I'm going to need to get some speed up, do a hammerhead, come back under it, and then make my way over to the Inverness Airport, where we will wrap the stream. Oh, this light is very pretty.
Did you say you were going to do it inverted?
I'm going to do a hammerhead after I pass beneath the bridge. So here comes my pass. Underneath we go, and pulling, and looking out at the side. There's our speed coming down. Over we go with the left pedal, and back under. Whoa, and I've mistimed it. I'm right into a pylon. Classic.
Funny
right.
from out here.
That's worth one more try. Was I still going up fast at the top of the hammerhead? Or was it down at, was my vertical speed getting close to 0?
Yeah, it washed out pretty quick.
It does wash out very fast, and what people need to realise about a hammerhead is that your VSI indicator, your VSI, has a lag in it. So you don't wait until it gets to 0. If you wait for that getting to 0 when you're doing your hammerhead, you will be going backwards, which is not a good place to start your hammerhead. Right, so let's get this happening here. Dive down, pull collective, gather speed, force feedback 2 is looking like you're having a good time over there as well. Mike Kilo, it looks like you're on the same page as I am with this. I've just met some opposing traffic. Pulling it, up we come. Keep that vertical and wait for that vertical speed to come down. There's 1,000 feet now. Left pedal. And under I go. Yes, did it! Oh, I wish I could see the replay of that.
That looked like you were almost in a tail slide.
A tail slide, excellent.
But you were in perfect sync because Mako went the opposite direction and did the same thing.
Oh, synchronised swimmers. So lovely. All right, one more. Rick to the backs. All right. Sometimes we do realistic procedures on this channel, and sometimes we just do synchronised. Yeah, so that time I was going backwards for sure. So I needed to pull a bit. I needed to pedal over a bit sooner than that. It's good fun, isn't it?
About 2 or 3 seconds earlier.
Yes. Thank you. So I think my second one was very good, but then I just anyway, one more. All right, lots of collective, and up we go. Keep that vertical there, and there's 2,000. Pulling it.
Pick it over.
So what happened that time was it wanted to go right, so therefore me trying to do the left pedal was just making that much worse. Oh dear, oh dear.
Remember, when you kill the power, you don't have as much input from that tail rotor.
No kidding. No kidding. All right. One more. I keep saying one more.
One more, no more.
Okay, I've got 90 knots on this time. It's probably a slightly better place to enter. So now we pull, and there's vertical, and there's 3,000 for 2,000 feet. Pulling now over on the pedal. Whoa, and I have not come far enough forward, and I've just got needed to go a bit further downstream, didn't I? Okay, one more. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, this has been fun in Scotland, so always try and find something, find some serious and some silly to enjoy these group flights. And sorry, there's just another comment there. I'll just get to your comment in just a moment. Der Stuhl, is it? Yeah. Right, pulling, vertical, 2,000, over we go. Collective down, collective up again. Oh, again, I've not come downstream far enough. All right, so I'm going to answer this comment because I'm being negligent. So yes, you can join us in the sim, but our stream is almost finished. So so I'll just paste those settings again. There they go. So yes, you can join us in the sim. So you just need to get onto the right server. You've got to follow all of those steps for it to work properly. But you can absolutely join us. We're at Inverness. But winding up real soon. So we had a lovely flight over from the Isle of Skye. Thanks everyone, it's been fun today. It's always fun, but that was been a good one.
Do a under the bridge, barrel roll out, inverted S, and back towards Inverness.
A barrel roll out, that's actually impossible. Don't think you can do it with such little clearance. Oh dear. All right, well, I'll stand back and watch your attempt at that one, Marv, as I just slew back here into position. Mike Kilo looking very nice. You should just enjoy the other people doing it for a bit. Yeah, Mike Kilo. Oh, very nice work. Oh, no, you've just gone a little bit too far that way. Have you... Yeah, I'm not quite sure if you got under there or not, Mike Kilo, but it looked good. Who's next? I'm just cheating by slewing around at this point. Fly Flow. Oh, there you are. Is our new member, Flo. Good to have you along. You made it into the sim. You hugged the water pretty closely there. Let's have a look at your hammerhead. Oh, I can't because I'm... Well, exited, okay.
Wish me luck.
Oh, yeah. David Bradshaw, there he is. Under you go. Skimming the water almost. Oh, very nice. You're vertical and you're... Oh, your nose down. Oh, nose over now. Oh, but you did what I did, and you're a little bit too close to the bridge. Ah!
Just across the top.
Just across the top. Not what we had in mind, but it looked spectacular. All right, I'll watch a couple more and I'll get flying back to Inverness. Alois and force feedback. Here we go. Oh, yeah, Alois. Oh, Marf is trying to do a loop. And are you going to actually make it back under? Oh, no, you're not. It looked exciting, though. Looked exciting. Ryra Storm. Oh, you've turned it into a backflip when you didn't have enough height on. Here's another David Bradshaw attempt. Up you come. Yeah, nosing over. There he goes. Left pedal. And you're a little close to the bridge. And you're going to be over the top again, aren't you? Whoops. Oh, no, maybe you can do it. Oh, no, you had to bail out that way, didn't you? Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Yeah, I think I need to go further past the bridge.
Yeah, you do. You do. And there's Marf doing a very, 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 very fast. I can't believe you're still climbing. Have you got rockets in that thing? What are you flying? You're in the BO-105. Goodness me.
Uh-huh.
You were climbing so fast.
I entered into it at 130 knots.
All right, so I'm going to do a sort of a lateral underpass here. And still messed it up. All right, okay, back to Inverness. That's where I'm going. People can obviously do what they want to at this point, but I'm going to fly back to Inverness. And we'll take any last questions. And we'll look forward to, of course, catching you again next time. But yeah, tell me what's on your mind, helicopter people. What's the wind doing at the moment? We've got, for me, I've got 17 knots coming from the southwest. So I want to get round to the northern apron. And so that'll necessitate, I think, taking... we'll go downwind here and do a right turn and a right base onto runway 23 is what I'm going to do here. So, landing light goes on. It was actually on the entire time, as usual. So I can see the Pappies there for, I think, the opposite of runway 29. Excellent stuff. Well, I'm going to, after this, I'll rush out and get my coffee, get my breakfast, and I'm going to hit the road. And we'll go and find some birds out in the interior of the southern state of Victoria here in Australia. Some box ironbark birds. Yep, that means that it's like a dry-ish woodland, neither wet nor dry.
Off to our right is Culloden, where the battle ended that we saw Bonnie Prince land earlier, so this is the end of his journey as well.
Oh, we've done the start and the end. Sorry, Bonnie Prince Charlie, that didn't quite work out, did it? But we've followed the journey. Hey, I'm glad we've done Scotland. I already said that, I know, but we don't do enough flying in the UK, evidently. So what two things have I learned? One, I need to get that Orbex pack. And two, we'll just do a time-shifted one again, you know? We'll just turn the clock back however many hours it takes for us to get a nice sunset on days where we've got nice weather. I want to make it as close to real time and real weather as possible. I just find that more means... you know, we'll be sort of more or less on the same page. Andrew, any birds in particular? Yeah, so I think they want probably some of the specialties like hooded robin as we get in that habitat, diamond firetail, cute little finch, mallee ringneck get down to central Victoria as well, so that's a biggish parrot. Gilbert's whistler. So those will be some of the birds I'm looking for.
Ireland is pretty good for scenic flying as well, Matt.
Ireland, yes. Yes. Is that included in the Orbex pack?
No. Don't think so. There's a lot, but Orbex, not Orbex, Asobo have done a lot of work there.
Yeah.
Particularly on some of the coastal areas.
And what was your answer there, David?
I know Orbex is just 3 packs. It's kind of Scotland, a UK Central and UK South.
Right. So, not yet on Ireland then for a lovely Orbex pack. Well, I'm downwind for runway 29 and I'll just do the taxiway, I think. So I will follow in Speedy Pro and Stearman. Haven't seen you for a while, Speedy Pro. Thanks for coming along. Good to see you. Adam Toast as well, doing a nice swooping arc in there to come upwind onto the taxiway and onto the northern apron here at Inverness. Beautiful. 100 knots for me. Now, can we do a nice parking arrangement here of the helicopters? Canuti's got exactly the same idea as me, so I'll just let you go a bit further down that way. Neo-Wise, hello to you. Aquastring 2, hello. Avgas. Flying Dog, a couple of new names. Good to see you all. Alright, so yes, heading down to the main apron down there with Rick and Rob. And yeah, I might see if I can just nestle in there next to Rick to the max. And Murray, so you're facing down into the runways there. So I'm into the wind right now, so it's going to require a bit of a... Oh, I have to not crash into Avgas though. I mean, the cheats way here will be for me to just face this way, but I'm going to do it properly. So I'll just try to judge my distance from Avgas. Do it like that. So we're going to get some pretty gnarly tailwinds here. It's going to get a bit squirrely. A bit too close. Ooh. Try and settle it there. There's ground effect just picking me up at the end. How did I do? I think I got a little bit further forward than what I intended there. Yeah, I might just see if I can just back up a bit just so that the parking job looks nice. That's important. So I'll just use the concrete pads to help me judge my distance there. Oh, that wasn't very tidy, but I've probably achieved the result I wanted. Yes, there we go. That's better. All in a nice row. So let's get these engines to idle and let them cool down. That position light can come off. The landing light, if it's on, can come off. That's off now. Excellent. And as usual, people, your ideas for future flights are invited. You can post those in the event suggestions place in the Discord channel, which you can just scroll up a few get rid of the binoculars, a few messages ago to get that. It's just there in the chat, isn't it? The Discord invite. Yes, there it is. I see it. So just use that Discord invite if you're not on the Discord already, and get into the event suggestions channel and let us know what you want to do, where you want to fly. Ireland sounds great, so please, if I neglect to get that onto the list, would someone do that for me? Please? Oh, David, look, couldn't you like this parker? David, if you could do a 180 where you are right now, if you're still running, then the parking job will look so much nicer. So Mako's got the right idea here. Mako, you stay on that orientation and face in this way. Yeah, there you go. That's looking good. Oh, David's there. Here we go. Look at me bullying my way around, telling people how to park. No gear. Whoops. Oh, that's much better. Thank you. Then we've got two tidy rows. Oh, they're all coming in. Oh, so many helicopters. So great to see you all, people. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So great. And beautiful lighting for me right now with the time turned back a couple of hours. Beautiful stuff. All right, let's continue to get my helicopter shut down. Do I need to do anything else before taking this back? Probably get that pitot off. This is no longer required. Those generators can come off. So then it's just the fuel pumps and the rotor brake. So the BR105 is pretty easy to work with in terms of starting up and shutting down. I appreciate that. It'd be nice when they do a little bit more work with Platty. Is it an airport or a retail park? Well, when I see an opportunity to line up helicopters nicely for a screenshot, Platty, I'll seize it. Yeah, I look forward to Miltech and Strataware maybe developing these the engine simulation a little bit more comprehensively in the BR105, so we get a bit of twin engine functionality. That'd be great to see. Their bug reporting system is very good, so I haven't actually read all of them, but I do feel that there's some content there about people trying to encourage Miltech to do a bit more work there. So those blades will stop by themselves, and we can get the anti-coals off now, and get the, I said the fuel pumps can come off when I'm up here. Off you come, thank you. And those instrument lights can come off. Oh. No. Off that should be, or vent, yeah. That's better. And battery off. And door open. So it'll open everyone else's door as well. Oh. No, what if I do it from here? Oh, okay, alright. Okay, maybe this one. Well, people, that was a lovely flight, and it looks like I'm speculating that Avgas has got in some custom scenery because you're at a different height to us. That is excellent. So many excellent helicopters, and I hope you feel that we made the most of it today and our the scenery that we took advantage of. Hello to our 7 viewers on Twitch. Last chance to say hello if before I log out, and maybe think of your ideas for where you want us to fly next time. Very, very, very open to your ideas. Ireland sounds great, and in fact, I think, yeah, so in 2 weeks we'll have the, I think, will we? Will we have the world update in 2 weeks? What day of the week is that? 4th of July is a Saturday. So I expect that we will, in 2 weeks, have access to the world updates and the new sceneries for the national parks. It's going to be very hard for me to do a route plan if I don't have all the points of interest yet, but I'll see what I can do. So I'll be flying on Sunday morning. It's a bit of a question mark to me as to whether that will definitely be live or not for 2 weeks, but we've still got to choose a site for next week. Digital, hey, thanks to you. Thank you to you for sticking around and having a chat. Hopefully enjoying the flying, both serious and silly. So yes, we could come to Europe again, or there's no shortage of places to fly, but I like to be guided by what people are interested in flying in, so I look forward to seeing your ideas on the Discord channel. So go ahead and get those in. And in fact, look, we're actually possibly peaking out on our Twitch viewers today, just as I start to wind down. I feel viewers on Twitch stay up later than viewers on YouTube, is my initial guess as to how that pattern works. Usually on YouTube, that's the audience is just going down a bit by about this time, but it seems like it's still just warming up on Twitch. Toaster, you didn't expect this flight to happen so soon, to be honest. Well, why not? Why not? The weather was good. And there's no. I don't think there's any point flying in North America this week or next week because we're going to be probably flying mostly in July. You expected a longer queue. Yeah, sometimes they just jump to the top. There'll just be... Well, the thing is when I started putting the points in with you and GD suggesting them, it just planned itself, and I appreciated that. It just very logically fell into place. And the other good thing today is we had no sound issues. So the sound worked just beautifully today. So thank you again, Whisper Dark and Stearman, for your good work that you've done there. Stearman was one who's issued a little patch that we can put into our community folder. There's a link to that in the announcements channel on the Discord server. And with that, you can mute the unwanted sounds getting into your cockpit. Oh, Tosi, you've had 2 crashes today. That's very annoying. Well, I had that one, which was not what I wanted. I very seldom get a crash to desktop, I've got to say. Who's this coming in hot? And your helicopter up there. That looks like a very spectacular tight turn you're doing over there. Speedy Pro, living up to your name. Around you go. Very nice. Good work, Speedy Pro. Der Stuhl, could you fly in northern Germany? I think the hospital helipad's a really lovely design in Hamburg. Helipads are a bit difficult when we've got the group flights. So it tends to be like airstrips and airfields, like small airports work nicely. Collier, gutted I missed this one, but as a proud Scot, I couldn't miss watching our national team at the World Cup. We'll catch you in the next one. That was not deliberately planned, Collier. It's I think just due to my ignorance of football. So sorry about that. Perhaps not the best timing. But Collier, thanks for the supportive note anyway, and we'll make sure we get you on board next time. I don't think I can plan for every eventuality, you know what I mean? It's like there's too many variables. If I try and plan it for the World Cup as well, I'll never fly anywhere or anytime. So sorry about that, Collier. Yeah, northern Germany. So if we can find some suitable small airfields, and we'll probably do like a low and slow. Those kind of flat landscapes are quite good for doing some VFR kind of style of flying, where we're following roads and power lines and rivers. So Deshul, if you can find some recommendations and pop those into the event suggestions channel on the Discord, I will take those into consideration. And maybe if the weather's nice in the north of Germany next week, maybe we finally fly in the north of Germany next week. So yes, I'm open to that idea. Space Cadet, hopefully you'll have the Xbox BO105 by July. Yeah, what's the progress? Have they talked about that? I haven't heard anything about that, so I don't know how the marketplace release is coming along for the BO105. What we do know for the Dauphin, though, it'll be there on day one, because I imagine it will be a marketplace exclusive. That's the way Taux hangers going these days, I feel. They have, without errors, imported the Dauphin to the MSFS marketplace. It does not mean it's finished and on sale yet. It is not. But they have tested all of that, and it is working. So signs are very positive there for a smooth run for the launch of the Dauphin. Good night, JB Vox. Great to have you along. Always great to have you along. Good to see you. And thanks for the follow, Camillo. Glad to have you along as well. Lovely to have you. Is there anyone else on Twitch who is currently doing helicopters? In which case, we'll just do a little raid with my 8 viewers. So let's see. Always interesting to know if anyone is flying anything other than an airliner. They all look like Boeings and Airbuses to me. Oh, there I am. How lovely. I'm not seeing any helicopters at all. That's shameful. Helicopter simmers, we need to lift our game, clearly. No helicopters on Twitch right now. Well, I'm glad to be flying the flag for rotary winged aviation. So no one's getting a raid today. Camillo, we're in Inverness, but we're shutting down, so we're just about finished. But you can certainly join in Inverness if you want to, and there looks like there's still a couple of people flying around. The ICAO code for you is coming up on the screen right now, and if you just go to the Southeast Asia server and have multiplayer on Camillo, you'll see everyone else. But Camillo, it would be lovely to have you along next time. So we will next fly in 7 days and 20 hours, or 7 days and 22 hours, because this is also a day earlier than usual. So we'll get back on track next weekend. Okay, people, I'll
some screenshots posted up in the screenshot channel. I just want to give a shout out to Stearman. That is an awesome campsite.
Yes. Hang on, are you mixing up Stearman with Rough Landings?
Nope, Stearman.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Sorry, now I've got it there now. Stearman, look at you go. Look at you go.
Look at his campsite. How good is that?
That is excellent. Yeah, with a open fire, a bit of pizza going there as well, and an esky, as we would say in Australia. What's an esky in other parts of the world, Marv?
Chili bin.
A chili bin if you're in New Zealand. What's it called in the United States and Canada? It's called a cooler, isn't it? A cooler?
Yeah, a cooler.
A cooler. There you go. A cold box. There we go. So nice work, Stearman. Oh, and someone's got the F-18 now. There's always a countdown to the first F-18 appearance. All right, so I'm going to end the stream right there, people. I'm going to mute everything, but I will see you. If anyone wants to say hello on Discord, I will see you along there in just a couple of minutes. All right, so thanks, everyone. Catch you on another stream real soon, okay? Bye now.